Today's interview is with Eddie and Harald, the vocalist, violinist, and the guitarist of the band Imminence. This was in Adelaide during their Australian tour. Now, a few things I want to put out there about this interview. So firstly, yes, we're in a small closet change room. It's the only place that was available to us. It's my first in-person interview, and I'm using all new equipment that I had not tested. So I had the Rode mics that I hadn't tested, so I'm sorry if the audio is funny. Filmed on my phone for the first time. And as I got there, I realized all of my interview questions were on my phone that I was using to film with. So we did our best. It was a fantastic talk. It was also just before they were going on stage. So I was very, very much aware that I was taking up their pre-show time. And I just want to say thank you so much to the guys for having me, for having a chat with me. I was quite nervous and I got out of there like really quickly afterwards. I didn't even get a photo. I didn't say hi to the other guys. I was a mess. But enjoy this interview with Imminence. Hey, how you going? It's Josh. I am here with Eddie and Harald from the Imminence on their Australian leg of the Black World Tour. How are you guys going?
Good.
Pretty good. I love that you say how you going. Makes me feel right at home here in Australia.
Beautiful. So you guys have done the world basically, now in Australia, then to Europe. How long have you been on tour now?
Well, this tour has been like a month, but it feels longer for sure.
Yeah, I mean the whole Black Tour has been going on for a long time. Like it started, when did it start? Like last April, right? Last April,
America was first. Yeah.
We did North America and then obviously into European Festival Summer, short break. Then we did Europe in October last year.
Yeah.
And then we had a touring break until February.
No, December. We were here.
December? Oh shit, we were here.
Good things guys here. Yeah,
we were
amazing.
here. Yeah, and then February Scandinavia, March North America again.
Yeah.
Short break, festival summer, and now this we did 4 continents in a month.
Far out. Now, one of the things I've been thinking with you guys, because normally when you think of tours, like rock bands, it's dirty, it's sweaty. You guys are very classy on stage. How do you tour with the suits and the full get-ups? Is there an extra layer?
It's still dirty and sweaty.
Actually, it's horrible, I must say.
Yeah, I wear the same suit the whole tour, and then I have to dry clean it.
Oh, all right. So, like on the road dry cleaning? So you're fine? No, just when you get home?
Yep.
Beautiful.
But it's wool.
Yeah,
so it doesn't smell as bad.
Yeah,
so like the shirt, I can wash the shirt.
Yeah, very nice.
I washed it once.
That's all it needs. It's just for stage. And now, also with that, there's also the violin. What's it like touring with a violin? Is there any different to a guitar? Do you need to, like for temperature, do you need to detune it or?
No, I carried it like when we're flying on like on this tour. I use it like as carry-on on the flights. Sometimes, they have questions about it, but usually it's fine. But it's a pretty big case because it's 2 violins there too.
Yeah.
All right, a backup violin or do it? All right.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, 'cause I didn't know if you needed 2 different tunings.
No, you don't typically do that with violins.
Oh, okay.
Because of the string tension, so it's like.
My daughter is learning violin, and
cool.
It recently went out of tune, so I downloaded an app on my phone. I'm a bass player. I was like, I'll just tune it. Immediately broke a string.
Yeah.
The tension, it scared us a lot.
Yeah.
With the Imminence style, it's the first thing that kind of captured me about the band is this kind of otherworldly feel that you guys have. Where does that come from? Where does this like otherworldly, old world vibe come from? Who kind of brought that into the band?
Maybe it's Swedish winter depression.
Yeah.
But I think I was pretty early to adopt that, and I think I was quite inspired from I love to watch films.
Yes.
And I really like the style of early 1900s with the suspenders and everything like that. So that's kind of what inspired me for my first kind of outfits for the band.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean. In terms of do you mean musically or just visually?
Well, I'm going to go on to musically next.
I'll let you continue.
The visual feel, I've always loved it. It feels like you guys are from another time.
Well, I mean, I think for us it's just important that we want to feel organic, if that makes sense. I think you want to have I think we want the visual aspect to be quite timeless in some sense, not futuristic or anything like this, and not maybe attached to this day and age. if that makes any sense, right? I think it just needs to feel, I don't know, real in that sense, yeah.
I think it definitely captured that, and that also goes into the music. So over time, because I feel like you guys have been together since 2009, 2010, and in the beginning it had more of a metalcore traditional kind of feel, but it's turned into Imminence.
Yeah.
Violin core, its own thing. What do you guys, when you're writing a song, are you drawing inspiration from somewhere? What are you trying to put together when you're making music?
I feel like today we're not really drawing so much external inspiration, more like from ourselves. We're just like, we feel like we found what Imminence is, and then we're trying to push that and see, okay, what else could we be, or where could we go with our music? Like, what do we want to do? What do we feel?
Yeah, and I agree. Absolutely. I think it's different when you start out, like when you're a kid and whatever, you would just want to sound like your idols, essentially, you know, and now we want to sound like ourselves. And whatever that is, I think we're always trying to discover. So. Yeah.
What were the idols for you guys growing up? What were the bands that got you into metal and rock?
In Flames.
In Flames?
Oh, yeah. Yes, big time. August Burns Red.
Yeah, August Burns Red, I think Architects. But like, if you take earlier on, like bands that got me into metal was like Linkin Park, 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, how good. Yeah. And same like early.
Yeah, kind of. At that time I was maybe more into like classic rock. You came to school wearing your new metal shirts and whatever, and I never got that. But I think what kind of our common point was definitely In Flames, because they had just that perfect sweet spot.
Yeah.
It just spoke to us so well, so that was a huge one.
Yeah. So you guys went to school together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Imminence, a school band.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we met in 6th grade.
I guess it's like different from like what age you are from internationally, but for us, 6th grade, and then like in French class, and then we went to high school together.
Oh, yeah. So were you already playing the instruments when you met, or is this something that as you got into music together, you branched off and kind of made the band?
I played violin already. Like I started when I was 5. But during high school, we were a couple of friends that liked, rock music, heavy music. Mm-hmm. So we started to just jam together, just for the fun of it. Mm. And there was like, everyone already kind of had their thing, like, okay, you play guitar, someone did drums. I was like, I can't play violin if we're gonna do like a cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit. So I was like, I guess I'll do vocals.
All right, so vocals, so you're a violinist first, and then fell into vocals as being part of the band.
Yeah.
And when did the violin come back in?
So when we started Imminence in 2010, we did our first recordings in 2013 with the violin. I wrote a intro outro for that EP, and then we used it for our first record, like as a background string arrangement.
We actually did it like really early. I mean, I don't know if you recall, but we played a local show. We had one song like years ago where you played violin.
It's like an 8-minute
like an 8-minute weird song. And so the song didn't work, so we figured like, well, okay, then maybe my violin doesn't work. Yeah. But maybe it's because the song was crap. I don't know.
It was too long.
Yeah, it was too long, yeah.
Oh, very cool. Lost my trail of thought. I didn't know you guys were a school band. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So it came together from there. Now, when you start with violin and live shows, do you have an amp? Do you run it through the PA? How do you play a rock show with a violin? Is it just the same as a guitar kind of setup? Or?
So it is microphone built into the bridge of the violin. Yeah. And then it goes to a jack mount. So basically you can use it like a guitar.
Okay, so you'd rock up with a guitar amp on stage or go through
it's like I have a wireless receiver. I have a pedal board with some effects like reverb, delay, distortion. Yeah. And then that goes to the PA.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
So there's no amp. Yeah. But yeah.
I was going to say, because singers are renowned for not loading in and not needing to bring much equipment.
Well, I don't.
Still like that.
Yeah, just the violin case. But it is a double violin case. Now, on this world tour, is there any that's been going since April 2024? Have you learnt anything about the album that you weren't expecting, or the songs? on tour? Has anything unexpected happened? Something went better than you thought? A song that you didn't think was going to be a big hit?
Maybe. Actually, when we started playing Death by Thousand Cuts, even before the album was out, because that was one of the singles, it was like, not one of the best reactions live.
Okay.
So, but the further we got and the more we played it and people had a chance to listen to it, it's like, now it feels like one of the highlights of the set.
Definitely. And I think, well, the whole cycle, I mean, it's not really like maybe answering your question, but I think for me, like God-Fearing Man was a song that we almost didn't record, like honestly, because we were coming out of the cycle of like the Black and toured it kind of everywhere, and then we had some new tracks we wanted to put on the deluxe version, and kind of thought, well, God-Fearing Man, is it really such a great song? Like it just feels kind of, it was like, I don't know, too simple in a way. So that's kind of how it felt.
Yeah. It didn't really excite us.
Okay.
Like, much.
Yeah.
We felt like it was a good song, but we just didn't feel like super excited about it. So we thought, maybe this could be a cool track to put on the extended edition.
Yeah.
Because it felt worthy to put there, but we didn't think of it like as a big single or anything like that.
Yeah. Have you started writing what will be the next release, or are you waiting till the tour finishes to get back into the writing process?
We have written a lot. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're big. Do you write on tour, or is it all back home?
At home, yeah.
At home. So are you the kind of band that writes 50 songs and cuts it down, or do you just work on one song until it's the right song?
We've always basically written just like an album. Like, so when we're done, we're done.
Yeah.
But this time around, we've written a lot more.
Yeah. I would say maybe not 50 songs, but 50 ideas, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of feels kind of early on in the writing process when you know it's like, no, this is not going to cut it. Like, this is not going to be good enough, so then you might delete that idea. But then, of course, we are writing more songs that are not ending up on the album.
Yeah.
Because you might just want to see, like, okay, what is the common theme here?
Yeah.
What tracks do we need? Like, which characters do we want to play in this? Yeah.
Is that a way that you write and get themes? Do you kind of think of the characters of the band in the music? 'Cause I know lately yourself with the bow that you're playing the guitar with, is that something that you kind of came up with to add to the character?
Actually, I would say when we're writing, we don't think about that because we're
not in the writing process.
We're always, just writing for the sake of the song. So it might not even be violin in the song if we feel like it doesn't fit in what we're writing right now.
Yeah.
We're kind of just trying to be open with what we're writing at the time and not think too much ahead. Because you want to kind of stay in the moment and do what feels right when you're working on that specific song.
Yeah. Have you been changing the set list, the list of songs for different vibes, for different shows and different tours? Are you kind of crafting it to be heavier or to be kind of softer? So like last year at Good Things, outdoor festival.
I'd say we never really adapt the set list to, which festival we're playing, because we kind of figured, we're Imminence, so we're just gonna go up and do what we do.
Yeah.
But we do see like how a set list works.
Yeah.
And we're trying to constantly like maybe change that up just to see if we can get a better flow and a better overall show.
Yeah.
I think it's more about just how do you want to present your band, in the best way, and we don't want to like compromise. Just like what is the best presentation of Imminence right now? So.
And this being your first headlining Australian tour, have you added anything of special or different as part of that, kind of setting your own pace for the show?
I would say like this
yesterday,
is
maybe.
It's a new, definitely a new set list. We haven't played this set on any of the tours we've done through the Black Album cycle.
Yeah.
It's just like taking all the experiences from the previous tours, and we switched some things up in the summer, and then we kind of felt like this is working really well, so we're trying to build on that, and so far it feels great.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of something special for this territory would be what we did last night in Melbourne. Like we released a version of Come What May with Tim from Neo Oblivious Garis,
Yes.
and he actually joined us last night and did his vocal part, in his hometown,
And
Melbourne.
violin.
And
Incredible.
violin.
I
of
did see
course.
the violin
Yeah.
video. The filming of that looked incredible.
Yeah.
It was, at first, because I saw the long hair, and I was like, like is Harold also playing guitar? And then I looked into the post and saw, Melbourne band, amazing, yeah. So really, because there's two things I want to know, because you guys have been writing in a band together for 15 years. How have you made it work where you can keep working together? How often are you together? How often are you writing together? How strong is the friendship? How do you guys keep it going without clashing or?
I think it's gotten easier over the years.
Yeah.
Because you just know how you work together, and you know like your strengths and your weaknesses, and like you're taking help from each other to like get to the point where you want to go.
Yeah.
And at this stage, it's more like a symbiosis. It's just like we both feel when something is working or it's not working.
I think we developed that over the years. It's kind of unique, I would say. Like, obviously, you start out, it's just something you do for fun with your mates because you like the same music and whatever, and it's mostly about hanging out and having a good time.
Yeah.
So you don't realize that you are working together until you've done it for a couple of years, and you might actually can't call yourself a professional band. So, but I feel like, I mean, I guess we have developed this sort of like just understanding for each other sometimes. Like I know sometimes when you show me an idea or vice versa, and it's maybe very raw, and it's like you might say it's not there, but this is sort of where I want it to go. I can instantly understand like what it is that you're going for. And it's pretty cool sometimes. I've noticed that several times when we are working, like I could say A, you would say B, and then all of a sudden C is there, you know. I can't explain it really. It's just I think it comes maybe from doing it that long.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible. That explains a lot about how the songs come together so well and how you can keep creating and building on what you guys have over such a long amount of time.
I think it's also because we are continuing to like challenge ourselves and to develop the sound or the band, because we've never been a band that just wanted to do one single thing.
Yeah. And that shows with how heavy the Black got. I didn't expect the amount of breakdowns, how brutal it can get, because from Heaven and Hiding I expected more violin, softer sounds, and I loved the change into the last album. The theme of these albums is a lot about religion, centered heaven, hell, all of that. Is there religion in the band? Are you guys religious at all in yourselves?
Not in that sense, but like for sure, for me to write the lyrics, there's been a history of religion and still like spirituality and something to like I take inspiration from.
Yeah, very cool. All right, now I've taken a lot of your time. Thank you guys so much for letting me come in and speak to you in this tiny dressing room before you go on stage. Definitely don't need a warm up because it got warm in here. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to Australia and definitely for coming down to Adelaide as well and having this chat.
Pleasure to meet you finally.
No, I've been listening and watching you guys for ages. This has been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, dude. Thank you so much,
Super cool.
Yeah.
dude.
I've been watching you as well, so it's pretty
Yeah,
Dude, that's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah.